Looking out my window, it's some girls outside. So I grabbed my keys, I told her get in my ride. Looking for that good sex, cause it's been a long time. She get wet, trying to get on her slide. Sex, do it right. Sex, through the night. Sex, do it right. Sex, through the night.
Evening, everybody. Hello, welcome. How are we? Happy Monday, one and all. How was your weekends? What did you get up to? Did you have a nice time? If you're in Yorkshire, how was your alleged storm today? Did you have a storm? We didn't have a storm. We had some rain, some wind, a little bit of rain, and no childcare. That's what went down there. So yeah, that's the thing apparently. But it's Monday. We're back. We've got some new stuff going on. Everything's gonna be fine. Everything's gonna be good. The light still doesn't work, clearly. We finished season 10, didn't we? We finished season 10 with BK Hacken in Sweden, with the miserly chairman who keeps taking money out of our pockets. And we thought we were gonna get into Europe. We missed out. Season's over. So we've got two plans now. We either start recruiting for next year, or we start looking for a new job. I'm happy to debate both. Let's have a little look, see what our options are, and celebrate the fact that Dave Goodger has gone 51 months on the subs. 51 months! My word. What a start to the stream. Welcome. Rugio is asking the question that's on everyone's lips. Can we do both? Can we recruit for next season and go for a new job? Rugio, you're a genius. You're a genius, mate. You've sorted everything. Like, this is... I was planning on trying to like build this up for a little bit and like get some sort of element of jeopardy going on, or but you're like, no, let's just do both. Yeah. Makes sense, actually. Makes a lot of sense, to be honest. Y2 James, time for a new club, new country, new feel. I mean, it's straight in, isn't it? It's straight in. You know, leaving the country's an interesting one because I quite like Sweden. I quite like managing in Scandinavia. It's good. It's nice. It's good for my soul, you know? I like what we've got there. I like what they've done with the place. But if I'm being honest, Ian's asking the question, what's my gut feeling? Do we stay and fight? Dan says we're straight to the point. My gut reaction, my gut feeling. I think my gut feeling is that probably Hacken... I don't think Hacken's the one. We had a lot of work to do at HIFK, remember, right? With no finances at all. 18-month transfer ban. We had to deal with that. We had loads of money at Farrell. We probably should have stayed at Farrell and done that. Rakoof wasn't much fun at all. We obviously had to leave there. Hacken, I think, was a good plan and a good look, and we've done really well. Like, we've got them up to 49 points. 58 points is where we're getting to Gothenburg. So, I mean, 9 points. Are we going to get a 9-point swing, realistically? Malmo we finished above. They're expecting to have a better season next year. Elfsborg you'd think would have a better season. Have we overachieved? Probably. Norrköping maybe will slip, so Malmo will probably sit in there. It's tough. It's tough because when you look at what we did, the things that we liked, the Poppins back on the microphone. Honestly, I think it's an OBS thing. I think it's OBS, Rouge, and I think just we've done that, the lights have gone off. Fucking typical. Absolutely typical. Right, let me change this light while we're doing that then. So I think the popping has come from OBS because I spent a bit of time over the weekend trying to fix it. There we go, the light's back on now. Trying to fix it, and I got it working nicely. And now you're saying that the popping's back, so it must be that because we did a podcast last night. You may have seen there's a podcast that dropped into your ears this morning. If you're part of the FM show, if you subscribe to the FM show, you'll have seen it. Obviously looking at Callum and Lelujo talking about the charity match at Slough. So there we are. It's going to be good. So so if the microphone didn't work on the pod, didn't have an issue on the pod, then it must be something to do with OBS. So that's clearly what the issue there. So Lord alone knows. See, look at me trying not to swear there. Lord alone knows why the poppings happened on the microphone. So I'm a bit concerned with that then. If that's what we got, I'll have to try and redo it. I updated OBS the other day, and it's clearly not helped. So there must be a filter that slipped somewhere or something. I'll try and fix it for everyone. But if it's beyond listenable, then obviously let me know. We'll do something. But if it's fine for now, then yeah, keep us posted. But talking about things we like with regards to Hacken, there's a couple of things I like. I like Ayari. I like Josefsson. I like Yahaya, who probably wants to leave anyway. I like Ristic, 23 goals, but how old's he now? 31, 6'4". I like Gamara. I think Gamara's coming into a good player. But the question is can we take this club any further? In fact, you know what? It's not even can we take this club any further. It's can we repeat what we've done this season? Because financially, we're screwed. Right? We're screwed. Sean says there, the board will almost certainly cause issues with rebuilding and budgets. Yeah. Because this is what I'm thinking. Minus £3 million. Right? £3 million in debt. The transfer budget is, we're retaining 5% of any transfer budget that's available. So that's not good. We're overspending on wages because they cut the wages down. Ristic has massively overperformed this year. 23 goals in 30 matches. Will we get another season like that out of him? Well, probably not. That's his best season for, 5 years. 6 years almost. I can't see us getting another season like that. Plus he's now 31, and then we'd have to sell him as well at the same time because he's got one more year left in his contract. Ayari has a year left on his contract. He's now wanted in Greece, so that's maybe his head might get turned a little bit. Salty B's in the house. Even Salty, how are you, buddy? Welcome. Nice to see you, my friend. Hope you're good. It's almost got to the point where you need to get into Europe to save the club's finances, otherwise the club could be in a lot of trouble. I think that's a good point. Like, we literally are there, aren't we? Like, if we'd have made Europe, then we could have been fine. But we're now looking at having to try and hang on to players like Josefsson, hang on to Ayari, hang on to Amara. And even if these players get sold, then we're not going to be able to replace them. Moneyball is hard enough as it is without losing everybody. Joe McNabb's decided to retire, apparently. Don't know what they said. Don't know. Abba what? Abba who? Never heard of it. Never heard of it. So he's going to leave. So we've got to find a left back. So let me get me pens and paper. Before we go anywhere, this is like what we need to look for. Right from the start, and that's obviously going to cause a few issues. That's the wrong notepad. That's a work notepad. It seems rough. It is rough, Saxy. It is rough. And yeah, that's the thing. Can we make it? Can we make the best out of a terrible situation? I'm starting to think maybe not. Nice, that's what she said. Very nice, that's what she said. I've normally got pads everywhere. Like, where are they? Where have I put all my notepads? Never mind, we'll do it in this one. So we need to think. We have to replace half of the first team with no budget and no wages. You could bring in £10 million in a fluke window and still only get 500 grand. Yeah. That is exactly it, Sean. That's exactly it. We have got no room for manoeuvre at all. No wiggle room anywhere. We've got players that aren't really worth a lot of money either, so selling them's not gonna really generate much cash. Like we probably need another goalkeeper. If you're asking me right now, what stays next year? Goalkeeper stays for now. Yahaya would be good if we could keep him for another year, but I think he wants to leave. So we probably need to cash in because he's got a year left in his contract, so he's going to have to go. Zekovic has got a year left in his contract. He's probably going to go. Lickenback, he's got a year left in his contract. And we brought him in. McNabb, we know, is going. Josefsson's got 3 years, so he's fine. He's the future. Amara has got a year left, so he's leaving next season. And he's obviously going to want more money. Amane, next season, 3.5 grand a week wages. Ayari, season after, but wanted. Ristic, season after. Orshal, 2 years. Might work out alright. Oliver Sell, Vent, 35. I mean, okay, fine. He might stay. Have we got money to re-sign one or two of these players with a year left? I don't know, Rouge. My gut is saying no. My gut reaction is saying we haven't even got the money to get those players locked back down. And if we do, then does it ruin us for bringing other players in? Do you know what I mean? That's the thing. I've hit the FM wall at Financial Basket Clays Club where the good players want to leave and the rest aren't very good. Yeah, it's probably a little bit like that, to be honest. So if we have a little nosy around then as to what's available at the minute, because we're not chucking the towel in just yet. Right, we will try. Might be difficult. It might be really, really difficult to get something working with Hacken. And I would like to get something to work, but I'm also very conscious of the fact we're 11 seasons into a save now, or 10 seasons into a save, and we've won 1 second division in Romania. Do you know what I mean? Like, stay for this one season. If it goes tits up, it could at least be funny. There is that, Luffy. There is that. There's always a funny thing. Lorient are 16th in Ligue 1, so that could be interesting. I don't know how to get rid of my bad players. Well, if they're your bad players, then other clubs aren't going to want them, are they? That's the thing, Triple P. That's the problem. Other question would be, if you get into Europe, would you be able to re-sign any of these players? It's, again, that's a tough one, isn't it? That's a tough one. Because the problem is, I think I'm going to need to get better players in first to get to that point. I mean, have we overachieved already this year? Possibly. I mean, the board were expecting us to finish. What were they wanting? They wanted a top half finish, right? Which is fine. We got that. Next season, top half finish. Season after that, top half finish. So we did it. We did what they were after. But where's it going to go? Where are we going to go? And I know we've just signed a new contract, but I feel as though the goalposts have changed with this club. And therefore, staying here is going to be tough. Like Lorient in France could be interesting. This season we stay and try and practice Moneyball. There is that. There is that. That is a reasonable option. Try and work out what it is. Obviously, the concern there is if it doesn't work, we're going to get ourselves sacked. So Lorient, superb training facilities and excellent youth. They are 16th currently in the in Ligue 1. They're expected to finish 16th as well. So that could be interesting. Maybe. I don't know what their finances look like. What's that? I mean, their league form looks dreadful. If we're sacked, we're not really any worse off. We're not, but I think if we're sacked, then it looks bad for us, I think. Like, let's put in for Lorient for now, yeah? Finances said okay. I mean, finances at okay are definitely better than Arfel. Wage bill, £500,000. Look at that. Right. Getting sacked will lower our stock. That's true. That is true. What are the other options? Stade Reims. I mean, these are big jumps. These are like 3.5 stars. So Reims are also down at the bottom of Ligue 1. They've won 6 Ligue 1 titles, 2 Coupe de France. Great training, great youth. Predicted 11th, so they're underachieving. Now, historically, where have they been? 8th, 9th, 12th, 10th. I mean, that's right. Okay. What was Lens and Lorient? Lorient 8th, 15th, 14th. Right. Okay. So Lorient not expected to go too far up. Isn't there a nice club in the top country in the second division you can get promoted with? Maybe. I mean, we've literally, you know, we've been here. We've been here for what? How long have we been online? 15 minutes now. So we've not gone through everything just yet. We've not gone through everything. Finances did say the safe is empty, the office is on fire, the finance director is crying in the car park, which is basically the case here. It sounds better than what we've got in Hacken, to be honest. Evening, Musterman. Bonjour. How are we? Ça va? Welcome to Musterman, the man who, of course, is part of the reason we're doing this. Not the man to blame, but part of the reason. He's the inspiration behind this. Joby Wonkanobi in on the follow. Great name, appreciate that. Oui, ça va bien. Ça va bien, j'ai 12 ans. In Hacken, they sold the safe to raise the funds. Anthony Knockhart was the manager of Reims. Interesting. I've used up all my French knowledge. Same here. J'habite un petit village. So Luca Eschler. So that's obviously there's no such thing as Will Still at Reims, is there? In this game at this point. 3-4-3. That's interesting. I like the look of that. Fabio Vieira. That is the Arsenal Fabio Vieira. Échange sur la table. The cat is on the table. It's a lovely Eddie Izzard reference. Very, 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 very happy about that, Muster Man. Do we go for Reims? Petit Filou from Ashfray. Yeah. Tourner à droite, tourner à gauche. Reims could be fun. Reims and Reims and Reims of paper. We've got Reims, we've got Lorient. Hoffenheim. Reims is cool. The Champagne region of France. Oh, so not like the Bordeaux region of France, which Rougeau is not a fan of. We could go to Nashville, which is the not the Champagne region of Texas. Nashville, Tennessee, sorry. I had the privilege to bring a player in there in real life. You are? I had the privilege to bring a player there in real life. Explain that to me, Jacques. Did someone say the Bordeaux region of France? No. Did we say it was on fire? Yes, we did. Okay, Gothenburg. Well, this could put the cat amongst the pigeons in Sweden. That would be fierce rivals Hacken. I mean, that would be... Ooh, if we go to Gothenburg, they finished 4th. So, was that just inside Europe? They might get conference. Ooh. What do we think? Is Gothenburg a thing? I mean, granted, you know, France could be fun. We could take the good players. Look at that. First, fourth, second. Then again, pressure is on to win, isn't it? It's a derby, Gothenburg and Hacken from the same city. I know. So imagine how much fun that would be. Pissing loads of people off. Go on, I'm really sorry, Hacken fans. The reason we've had to move is because of the board. And we've gone to our fierce local rivals. Ooh, that could be angry. Jacques, I'm an agent. Oh, nice. Excellent. I brought them a Belgian defender, not telling any more. In the last 10 seasons, there are a few Belgian defenders over there. I'll stay safe behind my Twitch name. Nice. Awesome. Genuinely, I didn't expect us to have football agents in the stream, so I appreciate you being here, my friend. And yeah, any insight onto how the world works. Of course, don't mention names, don't mention anything about that at all. All that side of stuff. I think people would be quite interested to find that out because we don't really know too much about it. So feel free to give us any little tidbits of information that, again, don't compromise players or whatever. Don't do that. But yeah, no, that would be interesting. Herko Sipanen says, go to Gothenburg, biggest club in Sweden, 2-time UEFA Cup champions. They are indeed. But also 1860 Munich, 3 Liga in Germany. It's a long way down. Can we do it? Can we take 1860 back to the top? On a side note, what I was thinking about SummerSlam, I thought the first night Swerve was good. I called it that Seth Rollins was at work, that he wasn't injured, and then I still don't understand why the ending of I understand why the ending happened last night, but possibly don't involve him, given the fact that there's still an open case. It's just all horrible, isn't it? It's just all horrible. Like, what can you even say anymore? Do you know what I mean? Like, it's just, yeah, I don't know. It says declare interest in job. Is there not even an option? Is it not even available? Is it not? 1860 Munich. Available. Declare. Have they got a caretaker manager in? No, why is it not letting me do it? Have I removed Germany? I shouldn't have done. Yeah, Germany's there. Cena requested it. Yeah, I heard that. Transfer in real life is much more effective than FM. It's a real insight. Yeah, that's what I understand. I understand that it's not. It doesn't work the way that it's supposed to work. Whether that's intentional or whether they just can't quite get it working. That would be interesting. Okay, so that could suggest that they've got a manager lined up. That probably makes sense. Ingolstadt sounds a little bit too much like England for my liking, so let's not do that. Fack Vienna, Florisdorfer. I don't know if I fancy Austria at this point. WWE have started posting PLE interviews. I wonder why. Well, yeah, exactly. I wonder why too. Aren't we aiming a bit higher than the German third division? Yes, Andy, we are. But a club like 1860 Munich is kind of interesting, so you could sort of bring them up at the same time. I'm sure Save is going well. Thank you. We think. We think. I say we think. We've just finished season 10, and we're now trying to work out whether we're going to start planning our recruitment or whether we're going to start planning our exit. And we're not 100% sure on which one we're going to pick. Ollie from TikTok, appreciate the follow, my friend. We're closing in on 2,000 on TikTok now as well, by the way. If anyone's got access to TikTok, hasn't already dropped a follow, please feel free to do so. That'd be much appreciated. Valenciennes in Ligue 2 is interesting. There is. I've got a mate who's a scout for them. Hold RDF tactics. No, that is interesting. Great training facilities, great youth. What's their finances like? Have they got money? Have they got any money? Surely they've got more money than what we've got. Finances, okay. Kevin, how are we, sir? Welcome to the United City FM. Hope you're well, my friend. Has RDF got back in touch yet? No, he's gone missing again. So he'll turn back up at some point. He'll come back when he's hungry. Paderborn are interesting. Average training, average youth. They're not jumping out at me at the minute, I must admit. These are not jumping out at me. Evening, Kevin. How are you, friend? Glad to hear that you're well. Did everyone check out the FM show, by the way, this week? It's Monday, and there's been a bonus episode dropped this morning. Lunchtime, I should say, sorry. And announcing the charity match over in Slough. Apologies, went straight on an ad break for the next minute or so. Oh, bless you. Oh, don't worry, Kev. I left it hanging for a bit, and I've come back to you now. So no need to apologise. There's some interesting jobs potentially coming up in the future here as well, if we have a look there. So Trabzonspor could be interesting. Probably a bit above our station, possibly. Ajaccio, Bochum and Werder Bremen, clearly outside our abilities. But Le Havre, Metz, Sochaux. A couple of French jobs potentially coming available. Red Star Paris. Although I think have they been bought out now? Familiar to MLS rules, success in MLS could be on your CV. Could be. I mean, I'm familiar with most rules of football, but it doesn't mean I'm going to be successful. That's the problem, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? Rugio on the gift. Rugio, bless you, my friend. Very, 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 very kind. Thank you. Making sure that Kev doesn't have to worry about those adverts any longer. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Evening, Chris. How are we, buddy? Welcome. The man who worked tirelessly all evening to get that episode out today. Yeah, he went to bed late this morning, so appreciate that, pal. Man works hard for his money. He is quite sleepy. I could imagine. Right, what are we going to do, chat? What are we going to do? I feel like the tide has turned with Hacken, and by tide I mean like there wasn't much of a tide, was there, of support? That's for certain. I think we've a lot of people have disliked Hacken for a long time. I think, and we're job hunting again. We weren't meant to be, but I think we're gonna have to. Really, it's not all gone to shit. That's the problem. It's not all gone to shit, right? It has. We've probably taken the club as far as we can. We finished 6th. We're 9 points behind Gothenburg. And the Gothenburg job is available. We'll get 5% of every transfer that we make. So that's going to be a bit rubbish when you think about the players that we need to bring in. And the players we need to replace as well. Can be proud of our achievements. We've overachieved. I feel like we've overachieved. I feel like we've done a decent job. I mean, we can put in for the big jobs, but I don't think we're going to get them. Hoffenheim in the Bundesliga, Wolfsburg. I mean, I guess you put in and you see. I mean, these are jobs that I think we're going to get laughed out of the building for, to be honest. You know what I mean? Like, managerial rating is, I think I'm still just a national manager. Vashgosh, welcome in, my friend. Nice to see you. Yeah, national manager. What is the skin? The skin is the Musterman skin. So if you haven't already seen that, go and get it locked down now. Musterman FM24. That's where you'll find it online. Eric Nielsen, appreciate the follow as well. And Luke and Notorious PIG. Welcome to you all. So also let's ignore the fact that we've just signed a new contract as well. We can obviously we can work around that. Is there a league that would interest you most at this point? Well, interestingly, Kev, we've applied for 2 jobs in France, Lorient and Stade Reims. So Ligue 1 would be quite interesting. It'd be hard pushed to get a Bundesliga job. I think so as well. I think that's like a massive reach. But those clubs are the 2 bottom clubs at the minute. So it's unlikely we will get them, but stranger things have happened. 1860 Munich we can't apply for because they must have someone lined up. But they're in the 3rd division of Germany. Paderborn could be in my wheelhouse. See, I'd rather go to Trabzonspor. I think we need something that's going to jump up. You know what I mean? So sure, looks like it might come available, and they're quite popular on FM, aren't they? Goalkeeper out for 7 weeks now. Yeah, I think a 3-star team is probably realistic. Whether or not that's going to be a thing, we'll see. I mean, look, we're in a situation now where we're coming towards the January transfer window for everybody else in mainland Europe. Of course, we've got to remember that the Swedish league is out of sync with the rest of mainland Europe. So therefore, we could potentially finish this now and be like, right, there, well, that's the end of the season. We could be in a job in like 3 weeks. Do you know what I mean? And we could be somewhere else quite easily. So I'm not massively concerned at at where we are right now, because I think there'll be a lot of jobs coming up. Metz, Le Havre, Sochaux, they are all jobs that could potentially come up in Ligue 2, so that'd be interesting as well, going into Ligue 2. Trying there. San Jose Earthquakes, maybe. But yeah, there's going to be a few jobs that will come up that could be quite good fun, I think. So it's just a matter of keeping our eyes open and being open to moving, you know, rather than sitting and going, right, look, yeah, we're definitely staying where we are, because I think Hacken is going to be far too much of a rebuild. Do you know what I mean? Even Blanks, nice to see you, buddy. Braga have beaten Brummer Poconia. Ream's job unsuccessful. Oh dear. Once you start signing players, that's it. Well, yeah, I mean, if we can get players, that'll be brilliant, but if not, then it could be a massive, massive problem. What was the Swedish league, the top league you've been in so far? Possibly. Would you say the Swedish league's the biggest league we've done so far? Probably. I would say that's bigger than, like, I'd say it's bigger than Poland and Romania. So yeah, I think so. I think Sweden's probably the best we've had. Is it worth looking at players while you do that as well? Yeah, we will do. We will do. We will do. I'm going to put in for Gothenburg just to see if that ruffles any feathers. Just out of interest, because, you know, Sweden could be fun. Sweden is still fun. And there'll be some European football there as well. And that might then help us be able to move on to somewhere else. So there's that to consider. But we're going to let the league finish up and then we'll work out where we're going to be. Console, you've not really missed anything so far at the moment. You've missed us being concerned at the size of the job that sits in front of us. 625 grand for Amane is not good, but he's out of contract next year. Is 600 grand better now, or is it? Oh, I don't know. Sweden is top. You can buy snooze in the grocery stores. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Can confirm. But also, everything is expensive. Right. Okay. Well, I'll tell you what. Let's look at this then. Okay. What players are we losing? So we're losing McNabb, we're losing Everson, and we're losing Carlson. So that's fine. Okay. Everson, he has got an extension on his. We could extend, but he's not really done a lot, has he? He hasn't played for us for an entire year. But we might need a midfielder, and he's Swedish, so maybe he stays. Pele Carlson, unambitious and 5'6". It's been great. It's been great having you, Pele. Away you go, my friend. Yeah, have yourself a lovely time. Okay, I guess we have to try and work out who we want to get rid of. So Hussein Shaker didn't really have a great time for us. So let's try and get rid of him. Erling Nygaard's been good. Hal Forsen probably has to leave as well. Nathan Price on the follow. Thank you, Nathan. Much appreciated. I just look at these players and think we aren't going to be able to replace with any quality at all, are we? Zekovic is wanted as well. And if he walks out the door, then that's us defensively screwed. Bron want him. I worry about Volosh. Oh, Josefsson's wanted now. Oh dear. Oh dear. I think the vultures have started to circle. It's all over. It is all over, Chris. You're right. Like, it's like you can hear the band tuning up now, can't you? Yeah. They're getting ready to play as the Titanic starts sinking. And I think narratively now, we've got ourselves a reasonable reason for looking around and wanting to jump ship. It's the soul is being ripped out of the club. Vultures and Sharks. How's training for the 16th going? Oh, sorry, yeah. Goodyear asked that as well, didn't they? Yeah, training's going. It's going all right. It's going all right. Well, it's not incredible. It's not incredible. I have lost some weight, which is good. I am a tiny bit fitter than I was, but I've had a niggling knee injury for about 2 months. So before this announcement even happened, and I don't know how I've done it. That's the worst thing. But I've got like kinesthetic, like Keno tape on it whenever I play, and like I've got like a knee brace and stuff on, just for a bit of protection, nothing major. Like maybe it's a little bit more psychological in my head, but I am worried about it, and I'm sure it'll be fine. I was doing intervals on the air runner yesterday, so the knees held up in that sense, which is good. It just now means that I've got a hope, you know. The rest of it's still about fitness and trying to get cracking. So I guess we'll see. It's going to be a big pitch, innit? Do you know what I mean? 5-minute cameo appearance and a ton of time in the bar afterwards. Everyone's happy. Oh God, no! I'm not travelling all that way for 5 minutes, Kev. Like I'm going to be on that pitch for at least an hour if it kills me. Because otherwise, Mrs. J will properly tell me off that I've dragged everybody down to Slough for 5 minutes. So yeah, I'm on the pitch for the whole thing. Or at least an hour. Why am I telling you off? I said Mrs. J will be telling me off if we go all the way to Slough and I only play for 5 minutes. Does Lelujo know this? Lelujo knows very little about what's going on. So we spoke briefly about it yesterday. We didn't mention there's a potential injury hanging over me, but I said I'm playing for a lot. We talked more about what costumes everyone was going to wear. You'll bring shame to the family. See, that's the thing. And you injure after 5 minutes, sit on the pitch for the remainder of the game, refusing to be subbed off. Yeah, what I'm going to do is get injured, and then like I'm gonna leave, and then towards the end I'm going to come back on like a wrestler, and everyone's going to be like going, oh my God, he didn't even get eliminated from the Royal Rumble. Yeah, and I'll score an overhead kick from the halfway line. Why is Daddy sat down crying? They ask that most days. Look at that. Our goalkeeper got goalkeeper of the year. Our centre back got centre back of the year. Striker was third. Where's Josefsson? Not anywhere. Nowhere to be seen. It was come and be nice to meet some of you. Say hi as I attempt to manage 2 feral kids in the stands. Oh, that's a good point. Yeah. You'll get to meet Mrs. J and the and youngest and eldest Jameson. So. Right, yeah. Who's coming? Who's going to go and say hello to Mrs. J? By Jakob Finney from Gift Sundval. Well, Alvar, we're in 2033, so I'm afraid we're probably going to be a little bit too far in the future for that to happen. Chances are the other FM fans will be more feral than the kids. It's true, actually, and some of the players. Kev, you're such a sweet talker, aren't you? Console, I'm coming, not bringing the kids. Oh, look at me. Look at that. Do you know what I mean? Console is like, oh, I'm coming to have a lovely time as well. I mean, it'll be great to meet everyone. Hoffenheim job unsuccessful. That makes sense. We didn't expect that, to be honest. Oh, yeah, to be honest, Mrs. J, I don't think we've advertised them well, to be honest. Any update from FM Console on the butt situation? I don't even know what that means. But I'm gonna say no updates. Mrs. is going to Budapest. I'm off to Slough. Well, I don't know who got the better deal there. I do. I know. We've got loads of time until the season starts. The Greece job is available. Butt plugs for your allotment. Oh, nice. Okay, we've got offers made. Trelleborg can. Northers for Hussein Shaker. I mean, this is not. It's not going to help, is it? Grown 2 courgettes this week, about 6 or 8 growing. I mean, that sounds like something you need to see the doctor about. Yeah, if anyone has got courgettes growing out of them, then definitely go and see the doctor. Oh, there you go. Look, IFK Gothenburg have bottled it. They've bottled it. They went, oh, you know, we would have hired you, but you know, you're currently manager of Hacken, and that would be too controversial. I mean, fine. Gothenburg not even like entertaining the idea. Just like, oh no, that would upset everybody. How terribly Swedish. I mean, they're probably right, but still, IF cowards. Yeah, feels like you'll have to go backwards to get a job. Maybe, but FM sometimes allows you to fall upwards. So things aren't over just yet. Anyway, 600 grand for Armani worth taking at this point as well. That's something I need to consider. You might consider coming to Slough. Fair play, Dan. Whereas Sunderland currently, from Sweden to Sunderland. Well, we still haven't got the English leagues loaded up, otherwise we would be at Sunderland by now. We all know that. And I think, in a sense, it's probably it's good that we're not. But it'd also be fun. There you go. Mrs. J is like on the meetup for everybody. She's just like, right, come and meet Mrs. J. One good thing about being disabled is I get first class tickets to Edinburgh, 3rd off. Nice, Luffy. I mean, it sounds like that's like a really, like, you know what, like for the benefit of the train travel, it sounds like you've had to sacrifice a lot. You know, what would be better is if train travel was just cheaper. overall for everybody, and then that'll be much better. Lorion job unsuccessful. Oh dear. This isn't what we want, is it? Cavacom, welcome in. Welcome in, pal. In like a WWE style meet and greet, I'll set up a table of photo backdrop of TJ's early 2000s hair. Oh, do that. Absolutely do that. Yeah, we'll charge a £5. It'll be brilliant, Mrs. J. We'll make £2.50. Down on the prime, 48 months. There we go. IFK Gothenburg have hired Hans-Erik Odegaard. Fine. Seen TJ in the one pose he has. I do have one pose. Must be minus £10. I'll spend more than £5 on Diet Coke in 2 hours. True. Yeah, it'll cost us a fortune having that table. Right, let's look at this team then. What are we going to do? Alright, is Musterman still here? How do we do this? Let's look at the league table then, shall we? It's looking possible thanks to train times. Nice. Well, it's an early start, so it's 11 o'clock kickoff, I think. Didn't want to just giving page set up for my run. Yes, I can get one sorted, Mrs. J. Yeah. Hang on, 2 seconds, everybody. 2 seconds. Right, I just have to send. I'll send some Mrs. J some information about a. I've been signed up to do a 10k. Because what we did was we went to see some friends. We went to support them on Sundays. They did the York 10k, and they did very well, very good indeed. And Mrs. J was like, you know, did you want to do it? And I was like, well, there's a teeny bit of FOMO at you know, and not being able to be out there and do it. So when we got back in the car, Mr. J then very quickly signed me up for the Scarborough 10k, which is in October. So I'm now doing that, and that's only 2 months away. So we'll be raising money for Mind as well. So we'll do that. We'll put a link out. So that'll be fun. So yeah, so we're gonna go do that, which is gonna be good. It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. 10k is what, about an hour? Like, so yeah, it'll be all right. It's a lot of running, which I'm not massively keen on, but it'll be fine. It'll be absolutely fine. It'll be absolutely fine. Right, what we need is goals, and we need fullbacks. We can heckle him in the bar afterwards. Heckle me all over the place. Heckle me everywhere. .2 miles Scarborough will be flat. I don't think Scarborough will be flat. I think Scarborough will be a bit bobbly. Yeah, right. Look, right, Mrs. J, I'm clearly busy, right? I love that. Like, she's now texting me going, "Oh, I don't mean. Do you want me to do it now?" Well, like, why have you texted me asking about doing it now? Like, this is how like your brain works, isn't it? Like she's literally in the other room, right? She's in the other room, presumably watching Love Island, I'd imagine, right? And then she's going, "Oh well, TJ's clearly streaming, so I'll just text him and find out if he wants this thing set up." And so I'm responding, and because normally if you don't respond straight away, then she'll be angry. So I've responded, and she's like, "Oh, you don't have to do it now." I'm like, "They've been employed by the next 20 minutes." I'm not getting sacked. If I resign, then yes. But yeah, there's no worries about me getting sacked. Unemployed and divorced. What a week. What a week. Right, let's have a look at. So how do we work this out? Right. And it's only Monday. It's only Monday. It's only Monday, everyone. Things can only get better in the words of D Ream. Okay, so we need a decent left back. We need a free left back, actually. That's what we need. We need a free left back. So we want aerial challenger. Let's change this then to right. So minutes is 1,000. We want to have headers 1 probably. Headers 1 per 90 is at least 4 maybe. Tackles and interceptions. Let's put interceptions per 90. Position, right, okay. Let's try and move this down a bit. Already there's 2 players in there that I've had a look at so far, and I'm like, this is good because Noel Anderson's just been relegated with Broma Peconia. He's on £2,000 a week wages, and Louis Felipe is on 850 quid, and he's out of contract next year. So he's probably the one that I want. Let's try and get him on a free if we can do. And the same with Anderson. I can't imagine they're going to let him go. I'm not paying £100,000 for him. And then Lewicki is another player that we've had on the shortlist, but he's £4,500 a week wages, so that's not going to happen. £11,000. I need to put things like and wage includes no more than. So wage is at most £1,000. Really does lower down the abilities, doesn't it? And the options. What are we playing in currently? 2033 Simp. 2033. So we've been here a while. But this is good. This is good. We like it. We like it. Kev, this is FM24. What skin? Musterman skin, Kevin. Musterman skin. Let's go and get yourself downloaded on the find it on the internet, get it downloaded. What do you think about playing FM but What do you think about playing FM but you can't get sacked? What, as in, like, would I like that? I think it would be awful. I think it would be dreadful. I think that's as unrealistic in football as winning the Champions League with a tier 10 side. Yeah, I think it's a crazy idea. There needs to be jeopardy. There absolutely does need to be jeopardy. Yeah. Yeah, and if it's not there, then what's the point? Like, do you know what I mean? You might as well just. For me, it's the same as just going on holiday all the time. Like, I don't see the point in it personally. Some people love it. Some people think it's a brilliant idea, but I'm like, nah, it's not for me. It's not going to happen at all, is it? Actually, even all the staff want extra wages now. Parts of Prem say would be a creative save, taking Newcastle and the Saudi dollars to the Vanarama North. That'd be fun. I like that. Jesper Lung. What's wrong with Jesper Lung? They don't want him? Okay, fair enough. I don't know about you lot, but I've only heard a few people this week already going, what's happening with FM26? Well, we're only on Monday. I feel as though at least we can leave the club with some staff, which I'm sure is what they want. I've committed the staff to contracts, and I'm sure the board are sat there going, oh, brilliant. Yeah. I love the fact that you've signed us up for paying people for a long time. Good idea, TJ. Well done. All right, he's wanted by Kaiserslautern. Then he must be decent. Heard bits I can't roll my eyes enough. Honestly, like, there's some good eye rolling. £600 for a backup goalkeeper a good idea? I don't know. Right back, how much is he worth? Ronaldo Lundgren, you're going to be wanting a lot of cash, aren't you? Let's wait until you're out of contract, actually, I think. Fully. Let's do that later. I miss FM24. Feels like an old friend. Doesn't it? Doesn't it just? Yeah? I like that thinking there, Kevin. Agreed. It is like an old pal. I saw it pop on my phone, never looked at it in detail. What was it? What is happening with FM26? I said earlier there's all the player roles. Nobody knows. Nobody knows what's happening to FM26. You know? People just People are just people. And the sooner people stop being people, the better. We just make everything so much easier. Disappeared for a while. Any progress for Reams and Lorient? Unfortunately, Musterman. Yeah, Lorient and Reams didn't want us, which is a bit sad, to be honest. We didn't pass the vetting. So yeah, so we're out there, unfortunately. We'll get an announcement at the end of the month. Just be patient. Yeah, I mean, they normally don't release any information before September anyway, so I don't understand why anybody's kicking off. But they're like, but this year's different, isn't it? There's no game now. They need to talk to us more. Do they? Do they, though? I don't like the lack of transparency. I don't think I'll make it a Slough. It's frustrating. What can you do? Yeah, exactly. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's fine. Like, it is what it is. Deal with it. Like, you know. Oh, that's a shame you can't get down, Dan. It's an early start. That's the problem, isn't it? That's what makes it tricky. I mean, Valenciennes. I mean, is that something that we might consider? Second division of France. Mid-table. Facilities is decent, I suppose. Average youth, or great training, good youth facilities. There's Aaron's clubs. I mean, that was gonna be my next thing. They've got Gosh-Tepe and Southampton as their link-ups, so theoretically we could use that. Chance of getting on the first train is difficult. Oh, Dan, tell me about it. I've got to get up at 4 o'clock in the morning and drive at 5 to get to Slough for 10 o'clock. I'm not happy. I think it's going to be tough. Check Choof. Ruben Providence is there. Right. Okay. We're putting our hat in just for that alone. Let me put this in the Discord. Are we driving back Saturday evening? No, Kev. So what we're doing is we are staying in Slough, and then the following day we're going to Legoland for the kids. So that's basically where we're at with why we're going to be down with everybody. Yeah. Kevin Mottram, welcome in, pal. Nice to see you. Welcome on the old YouTube there. So yeah, so the kids are coming down, so they're going to go and do Legoland. That is a wise plan. It is a wise plan, isn't it? Because otherwise, it's just me spending a couple £100 driving to Slough to play in a charity match, which is probably an unwise use of my money. Legoland for the day for the kids. That's right. Yeah, exactly for the kids. OBK's jobs possibly becoming available again. I think this says a lot about where I'm at with Hacken, that I'm not even attempting to look for their players at the minute. I mean, this is it, right? Look, we've sold the guy for what was his transfer fee there? Transfer fee £4,000, okay, and we have received £190. We can't Moneyball. We can't Moneyball here, can we? This is not Moneyball, and this is like literally losing a team. The money just isn't balling. It's not balling at all, is it? It's being balled up and it's being chucked out the window. Money ballsing. A nice Kev, I like it. Very smart, very, very clever. Very clever indeed. It's not money ball, it's just ball. It's just balls. Absolute balls is what it is. There's Koln down there. Onasbrook. Osijek in Croatia. Trabzonspor. OBK. Bordeaux. Sochaux. Sandhausen. Dijon. Tromsdalen in Norway. Second division though. I guess what we try and do is work out whether eight and a half grand. I was going to see if he'd come on loan, but no. It's so bad just naming every club. I am literally, that's where I am at the minute, Musterman. Going, these are other clubs that would probably be better than where I currently am. Like, everywhere, really, at this point. And I think that's what makes it interesting, isn't it? Or difficult, one of the two. Right. Dreaming of getting the Morecambe job. You could blanket apply for everything and see what level you get. Ooh. We could, but then also you would obviously, yeah, I guess I suppose if I don't put the international ones in, that would probably help, wouldn't it? Yeah, that could work. That could work. Reach the point in every TJ save where he starts losing his mind. Not yet. Not yet. I mean, we are getting there. Cobbler Sean, don't worry. We're getting there. Josh Tepe, that's the other Aaron club. Insecure finances, maybe not. We've not got to the point where I've thought, you know what, let's go to Brazil, for example, or let's go to, let's go to the J League or China. He hasn't lost it, but he does have to pat himself down every so often. Happened 10 minutes in the first stream. Probably, yeah. Probably. I think to lose your mind, at some point you've had to have had your mind, and that's the bit that none of us can confirm at this moment in time. Yeah. Herenveen in the Netherlands would be perfect. Explain to me why it would be perfect. Because I'm all ears for that. Why would Herenveen be perfect? Dutch gets great youth prospects you can sell for a fortune. Fair. Plus they're a well-run club. Netherlands should be hard miss for TJ's sanity. Because it's not Hacken. There is that as well. That's staring us right in the face there, Kev. No foreign player restrictions. Okay. Okay, love this. Has absolutely no interest in signing a new deal. Great. I mean, isn't that fun? Isn't that fun? I think the one problem we've probably got with Herenveen is, and this is a teeny tiny problem, we haven't got Holland loaded up. So that could slow us down in getting the Herenveen job. And I hate to be the one that says that, because it seems like such an obvious thing, really, when you think about it, isn't it? To be like, I can see why we haven't done that now. You know, because we haven't got the league loaded up. It might be a slight problem. It might be a slight problem. You know, this is part of the reason that we haven't managed Sampdoria is because we haven't got the Italian league loaded up as well. Part of the reason. It's a minor quibble. Yeah, it's a footnote, if anything, right? You know, but I like your style though, Semet. Like I like what you brought to the table and went, this would be class. And I went, yeah, it would be actually. Yeah. Not right now though, but in general, Part is doing some heavy lifting of the Sampdoria sentence. Yeah. Are you really going to allow the fact you can't go to there from stopping you going there? Yeah, it feels a little bit like I've just accepted reality there as well, isn't it, Kev? I'm like, okay, there's some sort of boundaries, is there? What, with logic and time and space? Oh, all right, fair enough then, yeah. Am I not TJ? Space and time mean nothing to me. As an Ajax fan, I'm not quite neutral to the Dutch league. That's fair enough. That's absolutely fair enough. I would say the majority of us are quite neutral to the Dutch league, but sorry, apologies if I'm speaking on behalf of anybody, by the way, at that point, you know. I think you're right. That could be a clip. That could be a clip. Let's mark that then. Mark that, Chris. Right, the club are doing well apparently. B- for you know, the visions, the transfers. They're upset about the transfer market. Like, they're the ones that are stopping me being active in the transfer market. I don't really know what else to say. I think we're going into next season with the same team. All right. Appreciate you, Chris. Thank you. I wonder who has the best Dutch accent, TJ or Steve McLaren. You better believe my Dutch accent's on point. You know it's going to be, right? I think you should resign, make it easier for other teams to find you. Do you know what? I think that's probably a good idea as well. Actually, that was part of me thinking that. Like, as some of these clubs sat there thinking, well, we're not going to pay the compensation. Like, is that going to be part of it? And I think it might be. Diogo Andre Oliveira. What a name. Appreciate you. Thank you very much for the follow there. Very kind indeed. Welcome to TikTok. Let's not get TJ doing accents again. Narrowly avoided cancellation last time. Hey, it's Sai Maggio that's been cancelled on TikTok, not me. You know what I mean? He's the bad boy of FM. Wait, what's he done? Oh, you must have listened to the last episode, Chris. Actually, no. Did we mention it? No, we mentioned it in the Ben episode. So yeah. Yeah, no. Sai got booted out of TikTok for saying that Americans were boring. Right, who is in favour? Murph came a cropper on TikTok today as well. Oh God, hey, they're out to get everyone, aren't they? Okay. Here's the question: who is up for me just resigning and saying stuff Hacken? Let's poll it, shall we? Oh, account suspended. I mean, it's the thing. Great. Look at that. And now. Apparently my. No. Apparently. I've had exactly the same thing. I've had the same thing. Hang on, what? Unbelievable. The exact same things just happened on mine. I've repeated what was said, and not in the same context. And mine's been shut down. I've got banned as well. I've been banned from TikTok. Oh my God. Get this clipped. You can appeal. They usually give you straight back on. Mrs. J, this is a 7-day TikTok ban, apparently. I've tried to put it, because I got like the little noise that just says, oh, it's being disconnected. And usually what that means is that I haven't done the capture thing. Yeah, your live access is suspended. You can go live and join a live as a guest starting from the 11th of August. Was this a mistake? Submit an appeal? Yes, it was. It absolutely was. What's TNS Live PMT? What's that mean? Right, why is it not letting me do anything? Absolute bastards. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, yeah. Think about it. For everything that I say, right? This is what they've decided to. This is what they've decided is too much. So which bit have they picked up on then? Is it literally because of the fact that I said the same words that he said? That was, and I was just repeating his. Oh, honestly, this is ridiculous. Absolute nonsense. This is ridiculous. And now it's gone in the WhatsApp group, right? Oh yeah. By the way, Sai Maggio, TJ's been booted for saying the same thing. And all I was doing was saying what he had said. That is literally what he said. Oh, TikTok can suck my balls. Do you know what I mean? Like, here I am trying to grow as a creator, trying to appeal to the young, and here we are. Oh, we've got 2,000 followers, by the way. If anyone's remotely interested on that platform. All right, appeal submitted. Good. We'll receive a notification as soon as we know more. Yeah, I look forward to that. Oh, they've actually got the violation clip here as well, so I'd be interested in. I'm gonna listen to it. Sorry. What's he done? Oh, you must have listened to the last episode, Chris. Right. So this is what happens, right? Okay. So this is literally me explaining to Chris what happened as to why Sai Maggio got booted, and this is what I've been booted for, right? The bad boy of FM. Okay, so console, you've been out of the allotment. Oh, you must have listened to the last episode, Chris. Actually, no. Did we mention it? No, we mentioned it in the Ben episode. So yeah. Yeah, no. Sai got booted out of TikTok for saying that Americans were boring. Sai got booted out of TikTok for saying. Right, who is in favour? Merv came a cropper on TikTok today as well. Right, so it says there clearly that I am acknowledging that somebody else has been banned and mentioned what they said, and then I've got banned as well. Sai Maggio, you utter... honestly, what can I say? Like, blame Trump. I'm going to blame everybody. This is right. Because of you, I've now been banned off of TikTok as well. Putting context... It's context, isn't it? I'm not the sort of person who does context. And now, this is where we are. What did I say? What I said was, this is what you said, right? And because obviously Chris had forgotten that you'd been banned. And I was going, Sai got banned for saying Americans are boring. And then about 30 seconds later, my thing goes disconnecting, and I thought it was when you do the capture bit and you got to try and plug it all back in and make things look like, match the numbers up. And then I get like, access denied, hate speech. And I'm like, the utter bastards. After everything I've said on Twitch, YouTube, in the street, on stage, I mean, they don't want to go through my WhatsApp, that's for certain. And it's not even me that's done it. I've said some nonsense, and I've been banned because I've repeated. I didn't even say I agreed with Sai. I repeated it. I didn't say I agreed with it. I simply repeated it, and now Sai's helped get me cancelled as well. Unbelievable. Unreal. What a world we live in. This is why Twitch is a better platform. Absolutely agree. The biscuit debate bashed brands left, right and centre. I've spent 4 years claiming that Denise Van Outen killed Coolio. Not a thing. Not a thing from Twitch. Twitch are just like, yeah, go on, do whatever you want. It's possibly true. We can't prove that she hasn't. And then I said on TikTok, Sai Maggio reckons Americans are boring. And then all of a sudden, I'm in the TikTok slammer. I don't get it. And at some point, I've got to try and decide. We did say we were going to resign from this club, didn't we? What was the Twin Towers conspiracy? I mean, honestly, yeah, it was that Frank Lampard did it. All the Michael Barrymore chats. Oh. If the word boring is now a hate word, then we might as well just give up. Exactly, Kevin. Exactly. I don't know what to say. I genuinely don't know what to say. Like, I'm normally the one that derails the stream, okay? And that's absolutely fine. But wow. And this is a platform for young people? God, what a bunch of babies. No wonder it's full of, when's FM26 coming out? They're all sat there. What is great is you're totally not bothered. I'm 100% bothered, Mrs. J. Oh. I just wanted consistency. I would have liked to have been banned from Twitch first. Actually, no, I wouldn't. Oh, dear. We said we were going to resign, didn't we? Yeah, we probably should. I've taken it well. Yeah. You're going to have to listen to this rant for days. I'm going to have to rein it in, aren't I? Did we even vote? I think so. We did a vote, didn't we? Time to apply to all, then go on holiday to America. Oh, good God. Could you imagine? View the results of the poll. Overwhelming results of the poll was resign. Bless the one person who said stay, though, by the way. Like, bless you. You wonderful person. Right, we're resigning from Hacken. Okay. We would like to acknowledge the high quality performance. The bad boys of TikTok, yeah. They don't even try and keep me. Nah, they're gone. They were, they obviously looked at that and just went, right, that saves us a few quid. Well, the fans seem quite surprised. Why has Jameson resigned? What's going on? Oh, actually, yeah, we've got... Jameson wasn't good enough. Glad he's seen sense. Hang on, what? Eden Wilhelmsen. I'm coming after you, mate. Boring gets you banned. Now, there's a t-shirt. There's a t-shirt. Looking for a new manager on TikTok now. I think so. Yeah, there is, yeah. Can I leave the club? Yeah. We've heard about what you said on TikTok. Mrs. J's just sent me the TikTok, the David Brent. Ooh, you're hard. Getting banned from TikTok. You can save Chris by confiscating TJ's phone for a week. I mean, if we're gonna if boring is the bad word, then do you know what I mean? We've I think we've done well so far. Funny. I'm told James will be taking a short break from football before looking for another job, apparently. Give it to youngest James and he'll never be seen again like multiple TV remotes. That's true. He has a habit of hiding them. And Mrs. J is convinced that she won't be outsmarted by a 5-year-old, and she has been a few times. Breaking news, known xenophobe DJ in America. In America is boring outburst. Oh, I get it if you called them cunts, but boy, I've said cunts lots. This is the thing. They try and say, like, oh, you know, like, don't swear on TikTok. You know? Can we mock up a news article? I think so. Can I offer myself to a club? Yeah, probably. But accents. Yeah, not a single one about accents. You know? But, yeah. Do you boycott McDonald's and Coca-Cola? I think it's all tied in together, isn't it? The Illuminati are after us. The man wants us to stay down. Here's the problem I have: the size of Maryland cookies now. Well, see, that could have got us cancelled. The old cookie debate. This is up here with last week's streams. This is great, isn't it? This is Monday. You know, Scouse was definitely offensive to my ears. I mean, Scouse is offensive though. That's the problem. Console. It's the shrill, innit? Taking a break from football to fight a legal case against TikTok. Yeah. Make TikTok boring again. Yeah. Scouse is just vowels. It's just horrible, isn't it? Just sounds like people being really confused and just trying to make noises. Like it sounds like Scouse sounds like people trying to learn to speak for the first time. Sounds like they're all like choking on sausage rolls or something, which maybe they are. Oh, now of course let's not do hate speech here as well. Scouse an eternal battle against saliva. It is. For what it's worth, I've seen people comparing cats' meows to Scouse. Oh, I couldn't watch that video. Let's go for the Triple Crown ban. There's a Scouse cat. Right, Gosh Tepe have offered us an interview. Now, it's one of Aaron's clubs. It's Turkey, so it could be batshit. Where are they? They're in the Super League, so they're in the top division. Keep getting banned for hate speech, and Truth Social might be the only place left you can stream. Oh, I'll be like GB News, won't I? I'll start my own news channel, TJ News. Possibly failing up again. Yeah, this is what happens. Gonna end up on Kick. Yeah, me and Kurt. It's gonna be great. I think I can learn Turkish fairly easily. I mean, you know, can ease our concerns. You've never managed in this country before. All I need is a chance. Let's keep the... we can look after bad finances. We've already had bad finances. No changes, please. I'm not bringing those idiots across. Middle-aged man shouts at tree. If Hyde would expect you to avoid relegation, we can do that. 1.9 million? Oh, look at this. Loads of money. Loads and loads and loads of money. Matt Letizia guest appearance next. I think so. I think it makes complete sense. St. Pauli. Now we're talking. I mean, that is a step down from Turkey, innit? But the morally good adventure is back on, potentially. Miroslav Klose has taken over at Hartberg, which means the Nuremberg job is available. Nuremberg. I don't know if I can say that properly. Odds come back. Carder. Well, look, we applied for it before, but they turned us down. They were like, no, we don't want you coming here. So we'll have to try again. Ajaccio. Ligue 1 in France, bottom of the league, probably getting relegated. I thought they had Morten Gams Pedersen for a second. I misread it. No club legends, well worth being there first. Oh, that's a way to sell the club to a cyclist. Let's have a look at Ajaccio, because I don't know a great deal about them, to be honest. Nicknamed the Bears. So they're on... they're based in the island of Corsica. In 2024, Ajaccio was administratively relegated to the Championship National due to financial issues, obviously. Of course they were. Of course they were. Everyone gets relegated due to financial issues in football these days. Napoleon's there. They appealed and were reinstated. Is Ajaccio an option then? So it's not like Bordeaux. I mean, even if it was exactly like Bordeaux, you'd still say it's not like it, doesn't it? You're like, no, it's nothing like that. They are bottom of Ligue 1. That feels like a TJ mission, doesn't it? Oh, that Hacken job looks good. Sixth in Sweden, wow. Job going in Morecambe. Yeah, but I don't want to be the owner. It's good that we've got Musterman on standby just in case we do get a job tonight, because we are going to have to go back through the whole... Right, let's make some... how do we work out what these players are like? Sampaoli unsuccessful. Damn it, Sampaoli, why are you being like that? That is alarming, especially when there's a team in Turkey who's in the top division have offered us an interview without us applying. And they're 3 stars. So, I'm wondering who they've gone for instead. I mean, they are 4th in the division, so maybe... Blessing went to Werder Bremen. Fair enough. You still think we'd have been in with a chance, you know what I mean? Oh, they're not big on hate speech. That's a good point, actually, isn't it? Okay, so Gostepe have said that they'll offer us a job. Okay, we were on about 1,500 quid, I think, in Hacken. We're now on £5,000 a week. £2 million transfer budget. Director of football. Turkey. It is the first offer. Delaying is definitely reasonable. But look, 15 points. St. Pauli don't want the Richard Keys of TikTok. Technically, one win could get us up to 10th. But then one win from Bodrum could put us bottom. Well, second bottom. The Besiktas job hasn't even come up this week. That's interesting. Right, delay it for now. Okay. It's an option. St. Pauli obviously didn't want that. I'm not answering that. Ismar's on the coast. A little holiday in Turkey. Ooh, we'll marvel at those hairy knuckles at Slough. Yeah, we will. Yeah, we will. I mean, to be fair, TikTok are the ones that are going to miss out on all my new Turkish viewers next week, so joke's on them. Although I would like Sochaux, but that's Ligue 2. What do you think? Do we go to Turkey, or do we try and hold out for a division lower? Which seems like a really bizarre thing to say, doesn't it? Been looking at Turkey for a while. I have. Panathinaikos. We probably won't get that. I think the main thing is that there's no other real options around at the minute, and there is obviously some potential for madness. You don't get... Do you get 2 weeks worth of delays with a manager's job? Did Carl mention whether we're getting individual walkouts? No, he's... we asked if we could have something played over the top, but that's our entrance music, and apparently not. Evening, Mad Scientist. How are you, my friend? Welcome in. Yes, we have upset TikTok. We've been banned. Yeah, one week ban for repeating something Sai Maggio said. Right. Let's get this show on the road. Nice. Should we suggest that we'll pull out of other jobs to get Sochaux, or do you think that Turkey's fun enough? One brat and her cat. Welcome in. Appreciate the follow. Very kind. This is Youth to Glory written all over it. It could be, couldn't it? Considering options. Are you able to ease our worries about losing the back end of the dressing room? That's fine. I'm all about motivation. I'll get it done. No changes, thank you. Avoid relegation from League 2. £3.6 million transfer budget. We're getting more money in France than we are in Turkey. And we're in the second division. Christopher Anderson's gone to Hacken. I mean, good luck, pal. After leaving GIF Sundsvall. He got promoted and then thought, right, you know what, now's the time to jump. So sure, we're owned by Peugeot. Ooh. So do we put all of our eggs into the basket of Sochaux and think about maybe turning down Göztepe and just seeing if that works? But then again, we run the risk of not getting the Sochaux job, don't we? What do we think, chat? Give us some answers. What do we reckon? Where do you want to go? Do you want to go to France, or do you want to go to Turkey? Yeah, get the poll on the go. Sochaux have approached us. Right, we have something now. Right. £3.6 million in League 2. I've got to play Reims first and Bordeaux. Either could be fun. Oh, look at that. They're in the relegation zone. Oh, my. Oh, my. Three wins, 6 draws, 9 defeats. Turned down Göztepe feels like an affront to Aaron. Yeah, but I think he secretly thinks the Americans aren't boring. So I think deep down, I think that's what he thinks. Second yellow card is also at Sochaux in his save. Is that right, Aaron? That's a seal of approval, then I'm guessing, yeah? Got any interesting prospects? At the clubs? I don't know. We'll have to find out. Overwhelmingly, the suggestion was France. Ibrahim Halil Turkmen, formerly of Hacken. Can't get away from that bloody place, can we? Okay. Let's do it. 4-4-2. Let's see what we can come up with, shall we? Great training, great youth. Chat has 50-50 is an important decision. Well done, chat. 2 important decisions tonight, Rougeau. They also said resign. So well done to them. Okay, let's brush up on our French then, shall we? Can't wait till he offends the French. If you go to France, it might be time to load the English leagues up. Explain to me why, Ian. Right, there you go. We are on our way to Sochaux. So show me the money. Oh, we should probably resign now, shouldn't we, if that's what I'm going to do. Bonjour, je m'appelle Tony Jameson. Do you know what? I'll allow it. It's bad. It's bad MCG, but fine. And given what I've said today on TikTok, we'll let you go. Right. Ooh la la, j'habite un petit village. Welcome to Le Français. Eyebrows have indeed been raised, and I believe the French word for eyebrow is eyebrow. We've spent a little bit of time away from football, not much time away from football. It's from The Simpsons. I know, yeah, but it's also a slur. The eyebrow, that's what. Lots of people have said it in the past, sadly, but yes, we'll take it for now. Just get ready to say that a lot. Je suis très désolé. I'm very sorry. Yeah. Let's see what we've got then, shall we? A 20,002-seater capacity stadium. I love how fucking disorganised the stadium is. 20,000 seats. We've got 2 more seats left over. Fucking stick them down. Go on, why not? Right. 20,002. 3.6 million pounds transfers. 96 grand wage budget. Stadium's built in 1931. We might get a new stadium as well. We've won 2 Ligue 1s, 2 Coupe de France, 2 Ligue 2s, 2 Coupe de Ligues. Right. 4-4-2. Correcting the American pronunciation of chowder as hate speech test once the TikTok ban expires. Chowder. 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 Expanded 2000. Say it right. Chowder. 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 Yeah, welcome, Tristan. How are you, buddy? You don't need any context for what's happened so far. What's happened? Lots of things have happened. Lots of things. The question is, of course, is what do you mean by what's happened? We left Hacken, right? We left Hacken because we figured we were gonna lose too much money by being there. We need to update Nightbot to say what, or to take away follow us on TikTok. Got banned from there. Right. So we left Hacken because they've got dreadful owners, and we've decided to come to Sochaux with an excellent intake of what clearly looks like average players, to be honest. God, I missed the drama. I have to watch the VOD. Damn right you are, Moigs. You'll see it all in its glory. Le Glory, I believe they call it in French. According to Google, it's 20,005 seats. Someone's nicked 3 seats. It's the bloody Hacken chairman all over again, isn't it? You know? Can we get the better of our rivals? Nancy. Le 442. Exactly. My tactic this week is going to be called the Baguette du fromage, le Big Mac, le Grand Mac, le Mac Grande. Then 3 seats have been sold cash in hand. Yeah, don't say an out. Right, where's Muster Man then? We need to go through these players. We've got an hour ish, maybe half an hour. We'll see. We might do an early stream tonight and just go through it properly on Wednesday night and try and have a bit of common sense as to give Sochaux the respect they deserve. To be honest, I have faith that you don't need me. I mean, you've seen what's happened already, Muster Man. Yeah. Ficon won the Champions League last season. Now I'm very close to getting sacked. It's the fickle world of football, isn't it, Ficon? That's what it is. Right, so you've not been used just yet. Yashin Gerard, unambitious. I mean, I don't like his surname very much. What have we learned in 3 clubs of Moneyball now? Nothing. When you put it like that, right? When you put it like that, it does sound like we haven't really learned anything. It sounds like I haven't bounced back. You have, I know. We could make this even. I can't believe I'm about to say this. We could make this even more interesting because Julien Cordonnier is our director of football. We could allow him to be in charge of transfers. I feel as though that's maybe something that is even more ridiculous, just to make things harder. Does that mean the Moneyball skin goes? Potentially, yeah. 4 days of the transfer window left. It's an option, isn't it? Oh, 4 days till the transfer window opens. Oh, God, of course, yes, it was December, innit? That won't end well. Tuny, have you seen me manage before? Because I don't think that works well either. Let's see who's leaving at the end of the season, shall we? So, Sakarias Opshal, 35 years old, perfectionist. And Selim Plessiard. Here's £3.6 million. What do you want to do? Give it to the director of football if you get relegated. It's not my fault. Yeah. Is everything okay? No, not at all, Ruscio. Not at all. Not at all. Right, okay, so Popov is the main goalkeeper. Right. Due to the fact that he's played the most. Then Ben Musa. And then Gerard. Right. Okay, Gerard. This is verging on self-harming at this point. Oh dear. Gilmar Prates. Won 50% of his headers. He's won 100% of his tackles. He's played 1 match. He's a realist. I like that about him. I like that. But we've also got Ivan Burchik. Oh no, he's a left back. Maxence Prévost. Unambitious. Unambitious fullback who's on loan but has played 18 times. Stamina allows him to perform better when he's getting tired. Oh, the data hub's going to be off, innit? Oh, bollocks. Right, okay, so Prevost is currently at right back, I think. Or is it... No, he's a midfielder. We have to try and break this down, aren't we? Because there's a chance that... There is a chance we're going to have to do a lot of recruitment very quickly. And change the system. So I think so far he seems to be the one. Unless there's another fullback somewhere. Fickle. Great. Fickle. Could be a star player and he's fickle. When it comes to Data Hub, what do you look to analyse most for each game? Oh, nothing before the game, but it's more about like overall. So I'll take it like sort of every few games I'll have a look at it just to see where we're at. See what it looks like, because yeah, you don't want to be doing it after every single match. That would be far too difficult. Uh, 4-5-1, Big Sam, Blackburn, stick centre backs up front. Go for that. Let's see what the rest of the squad looks like. We need to bring in Ayari. Well, maybe Ayari, maybe Josefferson. We'll see. I mean, look, it looks like we've got a fairly balanced squad, to be honest. Maybe lacking a bit of experience, but plenty of players in their prime. Okay, so that's interesting. Should we look at the Championnat and pick up the best players transfer-wise, cut some wages? Well, yeah, I mean, look, at the minute, console, we need to work out what our players are, first of all. Like, what have we got? What's decent? What do we need? What's not working for us? And then go from there. But yeah, if there's some players from this league, then absolutely we'll go and get them straight in, because that makes sense. But if not, and we've got to go further afield, then we'll see. I mean, let's face it, we're all off to Mimosa and Generation Foot, right? The goalkeeper on 10 grand is your biggest issue, considering he's injured. Yeah, but he's out for 9 days. That's not a massive issue, really. I mean, compared to everyone else, he's on big wages. You know, he's been there for what? Well, he's been there all his career, essentially. So, we'll see. We'll see. He might not be the one we ship out straight away. We might do it in the summer, but I don't know if we ship him out right away. So we've got Emilien Grilot, centre back. He's played 2 games. It's not because he's been injured. It's because he's crap. Possibly. Mustafish. Right, wins 90% of his 8% of his headers. 77% of his tackles. Okay, so Mustafic is probably the first centre half on the team sheet. Ian and JM Thoughts, welcome. How are we, sir? Appreciate the raid, my friend. How was your stream? Hope you had a wonderful one. Welcome in, brand new people. You've joined us just as we've changed clubs as part of our journeyman save. We are currently now, well, we were in Hacken in Sweden at the start of tonight, but now we're in Sochaux in France. Are you Sochaux? I'm Sochaux, and don't call me Shirley. So we're very, very happy to be here. So Sanchez maybe not great. Mikel Cardo, 17 years old, 6'7". Why is he not playing? Like, try to sign a backup goalkeeper on deadline day, ended up signing a second first choice keeper, having just given a new contract to the other one. Oh no. Oh no. That's a concern, isn't it? Is it anybody we'd bring from Hacken? I don't know, because I don't know what positions I'm going to need yet. It's all well and good me saying, yes, I'll bring in such and such, but then if I don't need them, then it's not really going to make any sense, is it? Yeah, that's right. Yeah. The team hadn't heard of data before you arrived. I said this before. I said that you should be able to get some sort of briefing about the players before you join the club, or like you should know something. I don't mind not knowing about anything, but because in that sense it sort of ties in with my idea of what you should and shouldn't know. But also, you shouldn't be able to lose all of the data that you've got and all the knowledge you've got, because scouted players, none. Now, so we've now got no. Yeah, apparently he's not on any scouting assignments at all this year. Yeah, that bit I don't understand. They should already have had some targets lined up. Yeah, and then they should be willing to talk to them about it. Go, right, okay, well, look, this is who we've been looking at. What do you reckon? But yeah, it doesn't quite follow that way, does it? So Usman Gay looks like he's been playing defensive mid. Yeah, winning the ball back, decent progressive passes. So he's playmaker. 2 assists, 18 matches. Okay. We could sell this guy because I can't pronounce his name. Spartak want him. Opsol wants to leave. He's retiring. Tete ball winning midfielder. Did you export the data like Musterman suggested when you first took it on? I've got each save point, so I've got data from the start of Hacken, and I've saved every end of season. So if you've seen me just there, I've saved it as day 1. So I've also got the end of season for Hacken, so we can pull all the data out from Hacken as well. So I've got it. Wednesday's stream's going to be interesting. So yeah, so we'll probably do all this fully on Wednesday. Where's he playing? Central midfield? Bota. Can't pronounce their name. Transfer listed. Maybe TikTok was right about TJ. Possibly. Okay, I could be wrong. Noah Fata. We got a couple of 30-odd-year-olds in here. This could be a concern for us. Khalifa Kamara. Saunier. Oh, look at that. Benjamin Saunier. 18 years old, French winger. Fans like him. I feel we're going to like him. Get the mentor and the kids for the older players. Possibly, yeah, good shout. Quentin Favre. Model citizen at 17 years old. Another left winger. And a striker. Can he play up top? He can. 5 in 5. Model citizen at 17. He could be alright, couldn't he? Wants the team to win a trophy by the end of the season. I mean, that's not going to happen. A star. He's called Quentin. Left wing and striker assorted. Yeah. All we need to do now is basically find players the same as them. Besiktas for Gokman Yildirim. A driven forward. Oh, right. Strikers are done. Okay. So strikers are done. Wingers are done. We're lacking options in the middle, aren't we? Really. At the minute, we can play a 4-4-2, but it's not going to be good. And Kamara as well can play out on the left. Or as a striker. A striker. What do we think? Do we start off with a 4-4-2 then? Club was created by Peugeot. They should all be driven. I'll get my coat. You should be accepted. After their wing play. Yeah, get the ball out to those wide players. 4-4-2, I think. Let's do that. 3-5-2. So, I get where you're coming from, Matt, because I would like a 3-5. You know what? I think going forward, a 3-5-2 might be the way, because Brkic, who's the left back, right? He's on loan. Okay. Prevo, who's the right back, he's on loan. But I think for this season, we maybe have to focus on the players that we've got now. Yeah. And that unfortunately means we wait for these other lads. The Too Serious Football Manager in the stream and not enough trifle. Oh, tell me about it. Tell me about it. I'm exactly the same as yourself here, JM. I'm disgusted in myself, really. And then I'll put Kamara or Favre. Yildirim, and then I'll put Fevre there. Yeah, I'd do that. 4-3-3. Well, I think we haven't got enough cover in midfield though. That's the problem. When you get, I like a 4-3-3. I think it's great, but I just worry that we haven't got enough cover at this moment in time. At this moment in time, it might change. You never know. Sanya and Quentin seem to be at the same spot. They do. You know, maybe we train one of them to you know, to go on the right side. I mean, Mendy's been okay, but maybe we can sort of look at some other options. Maybe we'll see. We've got 3.6 million to look for depth. Well, centre backs is the first thing we want. We want centre backs because at the minute I've got a 6'7" centre back who's not played yet, but is 6'7", and then a goalkeeper who's injured for now. So that's sort of what we look like at the minute. Which is fine, I guess, really, in a sense. Have Sonia as the wide playmaker, possibly. A bit like what Ayari was. He's got agility, he hasn't really got flair or any of that. So let's keep him just as a winger on attack at this point. Runs with the ball, tries long range free kicks, runs with it often. Sonia, nothing. Right, that's my initial thoughts at this point. We play Reims in a couple of days. Thoughts, anyone on that so far? Makes sense so far. Daniel Borowski doesn't like big games. This could be a great stint. It could be here for a while. Seems solid. None of what I type makes sense. It seems like we're stacked with wingers because we've got another winger there in the. Maybe let's see if there's any dodgy relegation clauses in contracts. What, in our players or in other players? Marvin Bouval, temperamental. I like him. This is what I like, a bit of Gallic, potential nonsense. Kicking off. 16-year-old midfielder could be exciting as well. Case, right? let's get our recruitment focus. Right, so create recruitment focus. Centre backs. So further details. I only found this out recently that I can add this here, so I can do my Moneyball metrics here. So if I put defending, put headers won percentage, tackles per 90, or key tackles per 90, tackles won percentage. Yeah, so add that in there. So that'll give us a bit more of a sort of yeah, it'll give us a bit more of a Moneyball approach, I should say. And with this one, we want to start looking at midfielders. So let's go for progressive passes or expected assists. Expected goals. And also key passes per 90 minutes. Let's try that. Do you reckon just Jefferson and Ayari are League 2 quality? Maybe. He's only on there for a week for the scouting. What about Amara? Do we think that he would be able to move across as the DLP? Did he do well enough? 6 assists last year. Well, 10 in total in all competitions. In all competitions, he got an average rating of 7.24. Scout him as well, because I think he did pretty good. But what we really need centre backs. There's no one there yet, is there? So, right, let's wait and see what they come up with. Expectations: avoid relegation, be competitive in the Coupe de France. Players are currently unhappy. Grillo. Jem, a pleasure as always, my friend. Thank you so much for the raid. We will hopefully catch up with you very, very soon. I'm not going to be too far behind. I reckon I'm going to save a lot of this for Wednesday. I think I reckon we'll get into a full deep dive on the new team. Try and really get into the nitty gritty of what the team's going to look like, what the tactics going to look like. We just need to start buying some centre backs, some midfielders. So it's a lot of stuff to do. And it won't be on TikTok. That's for certain. It won't be on TikTok. Not on Wednesday, no. Not until next Monday. At the earliest. I mean, hang on. He's a Sochaux supporter. Oh, it's Grillo. Sorry. For some reason, I thought that was one of my guys. I have a quick question. I have a 5-star rated ability, new gen with 18. He's a winger, but he's an accomplished as a striker. Should I train him as a striker or continue to train him as a winger? Don't know. What do you reckon? You can't find the answer online. Some of it's going to be judgment, Rastucia. Some's going to be judgment. You're going to have to look at what you've got there and go, right, what do I think? Because some of it might depend upon what the player's like, what the rest of your team's like, what do you need? Yeah? So, I would have a look at all that. Will he lose the 5 stars a winger? Who knows? Who knows? You know, if you're focusing on one thing, then he's obviously going to lose a little bit of focus on another, because that's obvious, isn't it? I need to load the League 2 kits now. Yes, I do. I definitely do. I love this. TikTok Live. Have you collected your 10 diamonds yet? No. No. Right. I need to work out where these League 2 kits are. So I'll try and get them pulled through. So right, that's us then. Happy with that, everyone? Yeah, I think that works. I think that works. Let's leave it there then and go right. Everything was fine, and now we'll come back on Wednesday and see where we're at. See if it makes much of a difference on Wednesday. Yeah, there'll be another episode of the FM show coming out on Thursday. So just, you know, in case you haven't got enough stuff to listen to this week, there's going to be an FM show on Thursday. So check that out. If you haven't checked out today's episode, go and do that. Make sure you give it a like and all that sort of good stuff as well. And then, of course, we'll find out more about the charity match with Callum very, very soon. We'll give you all the information you need.
Financial differences.
So let's go and find somebody to raid into, shall we? Because I think we can leave this as a decent moment, and we'll obviously then expand upon it on Wednesday, which makes more sense, you know. So right, where are we? Let's find out who's around.
Oh yeah.
Let's go here. Yeah, right. It's someone I don't think we've seen before, so we'll pop them on. Yeah, go and give them some love, and all fun. Right, have a pleasant evening, everybody. Take care of yourselves. We'll see you all on Wednesday. Yeah, we're in France now. France is alright. France is going to be cool. Take it easy, everyone. Catch you all in a bit. Bye now.